We hope you enjoy this audio-only podcast. You can watch the full video versions on our YouTube channel at All Things Unexplained. There we share visuals, documents, and extended discussions you won't hear anywhere else. While you're there, be sure to subscribe so you never miss a new video. Plus, if you subscribe and comment on a video, that will enter you into our giveaways. But for now, enjoy this audio version of All Things Unexplained.
I am here to discuss the so-called flying saucers.
We know now that in the early years of the 20th century, this world was being watched closely by intelligences greater than man's.
Did the CIA write Wind of Change by the Scorpions?
As humans busied themselves about the various concerns, they were scrutinized and studied.
Dr. Loeb, what percentage chance do you give it that you have indeed uncovered extraterrestrial or non-human technology?
With infinite complacence, people went about their affairs, yet across an immense ethereal gulf, intellects vast and unsympathetic threw their plans against us.
All of a sudden, a stick out of nowhere landed right in front of us, and there was no tree, nothing overhead. Something threw it at us.
Yeah. What's your hot take on Travis Taylor?
I've got an exclusive for you guys if you want it about the Alaska.
We do.
Okay.
Dr. Taylor was revealed to be the chief scientist of the UAP task force with the Pentagon.
All things unexplained.
So some of that, I think, sir, we'll save for closed session.
All right, Unexplained Ones, this is Dr. Mounts, and welcome back to All Things Unexplained. I actually decided to go back to our full intro here because I think we've picked up a lot of new fans here lately, and maybe you haven't seen our full intro. So it's a classic. Decided to break it back out here for this episode, which is going to be an update on the Monica Reza case. And this is very exciting news. I'm going to get right into the update, and then I want to review the Monica Reza case because I feel like there's some things that we may have missed since we last talked about it. So a few weeks ago, I went to the California Department of Justice Missing Persons page, and I wanted to look up and see what they had on Monica Reza. But much to my surprise, there was not a file on Monica Reza, and you can get to their website at oag.ca.gov/missing. So I actually reached out to the California Department of Justice about this situation because she was officially listed as missing by the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Office. The DOJ reached right back out to me, and they said they have to have permission from the investigating agency in order to list a person on the Department of Justice website. In this case, they would need permission from the LA Sheriff's Office. They told me, if you can submit a photograph of Monica Reza, that will help expedite the process, and then we'll need permission from the LA Sheriff's Office. So I then reached out to the LA Sheriff's Office, and I CC'd the California DOJ Missing Persons Unit, and I basically said, hey, I would like to have Monica Reza added to the DOJ Missing Persons site. They asked me to submit a photo, which I've done already, so now all they need is your permission. And yesterday I got an email back from the California Department of Justice Missing and Unidentified Persons section. It said, good afternoon. After receiving permission from the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Office, Monica Jacinto Reza's information has been included on the California Attorney General's Office internet website for missing persons. You may view her profile by using this link. And I've added the link to the screen here. It is oag.ca.gov/missing/person/Monica-Jacinto-Reza. And here is Monica Jacinto Reza's listing on the California Department of Justice's Missing Persons website. And I'm very pleased that Monica is listed here now. And this was an effort by All Things Unexplained to connect the DOJ and the LA Sheriff's Office in order to make this happen. And I'm so pleased that it's here now because as I said on X, if you're not following me on X, it's at AT Unexplained. I said there, we believe thoughtful investigation and persistent professional journalism can help uncover answers and advance the public interest. And I truly believe if even one additional person sees Monica's profile here because of this update, then the effort to get this listing was worthwhile. So again, I want to thank the California Attorney General, Department of Justice, and LA County Sheriff's Office for working with me in All Things Unexplained in order to get Monica's listing up. And now let's just review the Monica Reza case. So Monica Reza went missing last summer, 2025, in the Angeles National Forest in California. She was on a hike with some others. Monica disappeared on Sunday, June 22nd, 2025. This was in the LA County Sheriff's Department jurisdiction. From SolveTheCase.org, Monica Reza, 60, a NASA JPL materials scientist and co-inventor of the Mondeloy rocket engine superalloy, vanished June 22nd, 2025, while hiking near Mount Waterman in Angeles National Forest. She was last seen smiling and waving to a companion approximately 30 feet away, then disappeared within seconds. An extensive week-long search found only a beanie 600 feet below the trail. In April 2026, the FBI opened a federal investigation linking her case to at least 10 other missing or deceased scientists. Now, I want to add a potential correction to this because we have been told that this is not the exact scenario that she went missing in. She was definitely hiking with others, and All Things Unexplained was told that one of her companions went back to their base camp. Monica and the other one kept going. The companion she was still hiking with decided to go further ahead, so kind of left Monica behind. When they got back to base camp, they asked the other one, "Have you seen Monica?" And they had not. And so they both realized then there's something wrong. So I don't think that the exact situation of her disappearance was quite as startling as what this portrays it. SolveTheCase.org says Monica Reza, 60, served as Director of Materials Processing at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Pasadena, California, and previously worked at Aerojet Rocketdyne, where she co-invented Mondeloy, a nickel-based superalloy used in rocket engines. Let's go ahead and make a couple of connections here. One, Mondeloy. She co-invented Mondeloy with Dallis Ann Hardwick. Dallis Ann Hardwick passed away in 2014, sadly, due to stage 4 breast cancer. But this superalloy Mondeloy, it was developed by Aerojet Rocketdyne and the Air Force Research Laboratory, AFRL. And the man that was in charge of the AFRL at that time, General Neil McCasland. And we know General McCasland went missing from Albuquerque, New Mexico in February of this year, 2026. Also, Monica was Director of Materials Processing, apparently at NASA's JPL laboratory. Michael David Hicks, who we've discussed on the channel, was also involved with NASA JPL. In particular, he was studying planet-threatening asteroids. Michael David Hicks was discovered in his California home, deceased. On the morning of June 22nd, 2025, Monica went hiking on the Mount Waterman Trail in the San Gabriel Mountains area of the Angeles National Forest with companions from her yoga group. The group departed from the 6,000-foot day-use parking lot on Angeles Crest Highway at approximately 9:10 a.m. At some point on the trail, Monica fell approximately 30 feet behind her companion. Her companion turned to check on her. Monica smiled and waved to indicate she was fine. When the companion looked back shortly after, she was gone. Now here's where I don't think we really know what shortly after means. I think that companion went much further ahead, and then when that companion turned around to return to base, that companion simply did not cross paths with Monica again. Monica was carrying a backpack with several liters of water and was known to be an experienced hiker familiar with the area. Search and rescue teams from across Southern California responded, including Altadena Mountain Rescue, Antelope Valley SAR, Malibu SAR, and teams from Orange County and San Bernardino County FLIR thermal imaging aircraft scanned the train along with scent dogs. On June 23, 2025, a beanie believed to belong to Monica was discovered approximately 600 feet below the trail in Devil's Canyon Ravine. A scent dog was deployed to the ravine but lost the trail. All right, one thing here. We know that one of these agencies at some point put out a social media post, and they mentioned that forensics were being ran on Monica's cell phone. For whatever reason, that post ended up being deleted. Whatever the results of that forensic analysis were, they have not been revealed. You may remember that one thing All Things Unexplained did discover via FOIA request was that the Monica Reza case is classified as an active, ongoing criminal investigation. So I can't help but wonder, why is that the case? It could be because of the beanie, if that was Monica's, if there was perhaps some evidence of struggle, something like that, in that area or on the beanie, but also maybe because of the cell phone data. Did it ping somewhere outside of the area after Monica went missing? Did it contain emails or text messages or something on there that indicated something wrong? We just don't know the answers to those questions. If there was any analysis done on the beanie, we don't have that information. We do not know what was garnered from the forensic analysis of her cell phone data. And so at the end of the day, we know, thanks to All Things Unexplained FOIA, that it is a criminal investigation, but we don't know why. Acting Captain Ryan A. Vienna of the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department asked the public not to conduct independent searches, stating the terrain was highly technical and difficult for inexperienced hikers. Now, I do want to attest that that is definitely true. It is a treacherous area. There's a lot of huge boulders, ravines, drop-offs, potential for caves, lots of very dangerous terrain where someone certainly could get hurt. Now, this has always been part of the scenario that it is very possible Monica wandered off the trail, maybe to go to the bathroom, maybe for some other reason, and she certainly could have had some sort of an accident, twisted her ankle, broke her leg, had a fall. Unfortunately, we also know that there are mountain lions in the area, huge mountain lions. I know people that live in that area. One person has an alpaca farm, and they have trouble with the mountain lions taking their alpacas. And in California, it's illegal to do anything to the mountain lions. My alpaca farm friends, they have dogs that they don't use to attack the mountain lions or anything, but the dogs are there to at least try to scare the mountain lions off. And it is a tough thing to think about, but it does have to be considered. Now, with that being the case, I had the possibility of that much higher on my list before I found out that this was a criminal investigation. And now I have dropped the possibility, just given the extent of the searches and the fact it's a criminal investigation, the fact that they haven't released the cell phone data, her connections to General McCasland and others. I believe that the possibility of an accident and that she is still out there somewhere in that area has really decreased. SolveTheCase.org says the initial active search phase concluded on June 29th, 2025, after approximately 1 week with no trace of Monica found. The investigation was transferred to the LASD Homicide Bureau's Missing Persons Unit, led by detectives Shannon Rincon and Richie Sanchez. Now, I want to interject here again because there was something really odd that happened at the beginning of this case. And it happened about 1 week into her being missing. Someone posted an online obituary for Monica. We don't know who, but you definitely could go and look at that obituary. And of course, people interested in this case have always wondered who exactly made that post. Why would they do that? And did police ever attempt to find out who did it? Let's remember that as we reach the end of this update on Monica Reza. We'll circle back to it. Back to SolveTheCase.org. In April 2026, the FBI, Department of Energy, and White House launched a formal investigation into at least 11 scientists and high-level security clearances who had died or gone missing in recent years, including Monica Reza. The House Oversight Committee issued formal notices to the FBI, NASA, and the Departments of Energy and Defense demanding briefings by April 27, 2026. No confirmed connection between the cases has been established, and no foul play has been confirmed in Monica's disappearance. I want to comment on this because I'm just not sure about the veracity of these investigations by all these different units, the FBI, Department of Energy, White House, NASA, etc. And because, as you may recall, I did get a FOIA request response from the FBI on the Melissa Casias case, and Melissa Casias's niece had even said that the FBI and Homeland Security were investigating her case. If you've been following the channel, you know that sadly, Melissa Casias, who also went missing from the Albuquerque area, was discovered recently. Her body was discovered in a national forest in New Mexico. But that FOIA request we put into the FBI, they said they have no responsive documents regarding Melissa Casias. And then we know that I spoke to the attorney from Melissa Casias' family recently. And in that conversation, he confirmed that they found an orange peel, like from the fruit, at the scene of her body's discovery, and that the police had actually been eating at the scene of her body's discovery, completely disrespecting the scene, a complete breach of crime scene protocols. And he told me a lot more things too, which we'll get into in some other videos, but he also wants to talk more with me about things the locals are saying and other things that are happening there, disturbing things. Melissa is classified at risk. She's white female, 60 years old, listed at 4'11", 101 pounds, gray hair, brown eyes, last seen wearing a red long sleeve shirt, green hiking pants, and hiking shoes. So at solvethecase.org, they have a timeline of events here. They show the parking lot where Monica and the other two hikers parked on the day she went missing, and by all accounts, there were two other hikers she was with. I'm not sure if we know that with 100% certainty, but I do know that there were at least two other hikers. And now solvethecase.org list associated persons with the Monica Reza case. 1, Vicky J., mother, deceased. 2, Anjali G., person of interest, living. Ashwin K., person of interest, living. And Reuben J., father, deceased. So this is something I didn't know before, and I can't verify that these people actually are persons of interest, but I don't have any reason to doubt what solvethecase.org has listed here. But suddenly I'm wondering, this Anjali G. and Ashwin K., are these the other two hikers that Monica was with? Are they involved in some of the cell phone forensic data? Could they have been involved in the obituary that was posted online about a week after Monica went missing and then quickly taken down? I'm going to guess that these are probably the two other people that Monica was hiking with, Anjali G. and Ashwin K. It would make sense, since we know this is a criminal investigation, that the other people she was hiking with might be listed as persons of interest. It would also make sense to me that if she was close enough to these people to be involved in, say, a yoga group with them and to go hiking with them, that yes, indeed, there could be information in terms of text messages, emails, etc., regarding these people on Monica's cell phone. I don't know why either of these people would submit an obituary for Monica 1 week after she disappeared, while she's still missing, while people are still looking for her. That doesn't make any sense to me why anyone would do that, much less the people that were hiking with her. But of course, I suppose that is possible because somebody did do it. I would like to know if the police know who did that. Again, all things unexplained in conjunction with the California Department of Justice, Attorney General, and the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Office we have been able to have Monica Jacinto Reza listed on the California DOJ's missing persons website. That direct link again is oag.ca.gov/missing/Monica-Jacinto-Reza. If you have any information on the whereabouts of Monica Jacinto Reza, reach out to Detective Richie Sanchez at 323-890-5500. That's 323-890-5500. Okay, I didn't really get into our giveaway stuff this video, but if you want to be eligible for our giveaways, and we're giving away a lot of great stuff. I've got a lot of signed books by a lot of great authors like Patricia Cornwell, Bev Vincent, Colonel Drew Miller, Lee Starks, and much more. All you have to do is hit the subscribe button and comment on the video, and that will enter you into our giveaways. Make sure you check out my recent updates on the Stephen Garcia case. Stephen Garcia, also missing from Albuquerque. He worked at a nuclear-related facility called Honeywell, and we recently obtained the police body cam footage of the police officer that first responded to the call that Stephen Garcia is missing. That call was put in by his wife, and some of the videos I've added already are Stephen's wife first telling the responding officer exactly what happened. Apparently they were separated. Stephen was having a very tough time the day before, asked his wife to take him back. She said no. Stephen said, okay, if I can't live here in peace with you, I'm going to go somewhere else and live in peace. It also contained home security footage of Stephen leaving the house, and Stephen only had two things in his possession when he left the house: a gun and a bottle of water. Left the cell phones behind, wallet, ID, vehicles, so he left on foot. Again, a lot of similarities here to some of the other missing cases: Melissa Casias, Neil McCasland, etc. And the police body cam footage also revealed, as I said, he worked for Honeywell and he had an extremely high clearance, what they call a Q clearance. So check those videos out if you haven't already. I do want to say I'm about to go on a little bit of a vacation, going to Florida for a week. So I may have about a week break from videos, but I will be putting out a new audio episode this Monday, and I'll be back real soon. Until then, our thoughts and our prayers continue to go out. Remember the friends, loved ones, and family members that are affected by these real-life tragedies. So our thoughts and prayers go out to them. I am Dr. Meltz. Thank you again for being a part of All Things Unexplained, and until next time.
All Things Unexplained.
So some of that, I think, sir, will save for close-up.